Hey guys, what's up? It's Top Hat Lord here, and today we're covering a very hot topic at the moment because of the trailer, Destiny 2. Now, lots of YouTubers, I don't know, but like you say, Rikakis or whatever, have been doing wish lists of what they want to see in Destiny 2. I have been watching a lot of those recently, and I'm essentially going to do a summary of them, my own wish list, what I would like to see. If Bungie does see this, then hopefully they could add some of the stuff in, and hopefully Destiny 2 won't be a failure like its little brother. Anyway, the first thing I want to talk about is patrol mode. At the moment, patrol mode, not many people do it, you know? Some people do it for the glimmer, I can see why they do that. But, I mean, not many people do it. And in Destiny 2, I heard Bungie was talking about adding stuff like outposts, people in those outposts, where they'll give you quests, kind of Skyrim-esque. Well, that's at least how it's sounding. If this were to happen, that would be great, but what I also want to see is, firstly, the patrol areas just to be massive. I know they did say that the Cosmodrome was meant to be 6 times bigger, but they couldn't do it on the last gen consoles. Don't know why they haven't done it on PlayStation, or the Xbox One, but oh well. I wanna see that. I wanna see massive open areas with nooks and crannies, little caves you can go into, find secret chests, find bunkers, all that stuff. And also, I want to see that I want to see big areas so in missions they don't have to reuse the same areas for different quests. Like they've done like 7 different missions in Rasputin. In Rasputin's bunker, like, come on. We need some more areas. We already know how Rasputin's bunker looks like, how it works and everything. We need more areas. Also, social events like defend the Warsat, shut down the target, or whatever it's called. I want to see stuff like that, like say a Cabal mothership just comes out of the sky, lands down, deploys masses of troops, and say like a big Cabal guy, and it requires like 10 plus people to take it down. I want to see stuff like that, because that would be awesome. Like the stuff in one of the Destiny 1 trailers, it was, I can't remember which one it was, but it was, they were going through the wall, and then they came out on the other side, they were all together, and they were all taking down one of the spider tanks, and there was like 15 people all doing it, and they were doing as much damage as about 3 people. So, I want to see stuff like that. Also, more variety in patrols. Like, not just, oh, go kill some enemies and you get some glimmer. Like, I want to see stuff like, I don't know, invade a Cabal base and then you get a crap ton of glimmer and maybe like, I don't know, a specific trophy, a specific piece of loot for doing that patrol that you can only get from doing that patrol. Something like that. Also, I want to see 2 different sandboxes, by which I mean a sandbox for PvP and PvE, because I'm very much a PvE player, you can see from my epic Crota ornaments, but I'm very much a PvE player. I don't do much PvP, apart from trials, the bounties and stuff, and I'm always frustrated because my favourite guns will be getting nerfed because some 5-year-old in PvP, has said that they're overpowered. I don't give a shit. So I think there should be different sandboxes. Rikakis did cover this in one of his videos. I watch him a lot if you couldn't already tell. But essentially, so where Mida Multi-Tool might do only a tiny bit of damage and maybe okay in PvP, it would do so much more damage and maybe have an exotic perk that you can only use in PvE. Stuff like that. And maybe, maybe like, I don't know, some rocket launcher, like the Dubious Volley. Like the Dubious Volley, that hasn't been released yet, or it might not even be released, but from what I've seen, it looks as if it would shoot like a swarm of maybe Siva nanites or something like that, which would be awesome, although they most likely haven't added it because of PvP, because it would be overpowered. So maybe that's an exotic that you can only use in PvE. If you try to bring it into PvP, it will say like, oh, requires PvE scenario or something like that. So just a better sandbox, different sandboxes. Also, dedicated servers. I have a very laggy internet, so if there were dedicated servers for both PvP and PvE, that'd be great. Just especially with Kingsfall, because Kingsfall is my favorite raid, but it's laggy as fuck, dude. Also, Bungie did say this was gonna happen, but you can't really rely on Bungie. They say that shit'll happen, probably won't happen anyway. You can't really rely on them, so I'm gonna put this on there anyway. A cinematic story. They said there'll be a cinematic story in Destiny 1, and anyway, I want to see a cinematic story. I want to have more characters, more drama. Like, I don't know, maybe Zavala dies or something. Some drama. I want to see that. But I just want to have a cinematic story. Maybe find out who the fucking Exo Stranger is. Like, find out who she is. Find out why she doesn't have time to explain. Why she doesn't have time to explain why she doesn't have time to explain. I want to find out stuff like that. I want to find out about Osiris. Why did he get, like, banned from the city? Or, like, I want to find out stuff like that. I know they're having a Osiris expansion though, so we'll probably find out in that. But anyway, I want to find out stuff about the story, because I really love Destiny's story. I know there's gonna be a lot of laughter about that, but because I read a lot of Grimoire, and the story on the Grimoire is great. If only they could implement that story into the actual game, into like missions and stuff like that. Another thing I want to see is Datto talked about this actually, and why it was his video on why like level 400 has no meaning or something like that. I want to see stuff like, I want to see something more like World of Warcraft. I haven't played much of that game, so don't quote me on this, but I want to see hard raids, because the raids at the moment are easy peasy. Even the challenge modes. I want to see something, I want to see more raids, and also if they had dedicated servers, what I want to see is stuff like, I don't know, a 10-man raid. That would be hard to organize, but awesome. I want to see say like we have like 4 6-man raids and 2 8-man raids and then a 10-man raid. So it's like you can still do the 6-man raids, but you can also do the 10-man raids if you have enough people for it. And I want to see the raids that are hard, and I want to see stuff like, another thing, so say like there's loot that you can only get if you're 400. Because, or the max light, at least. Because it probably won't be 400. Because at the moment, really the only reason to get to 400 is bragging rights. Like, hey, I got to 400 in Destiny. It has no meaning. It doesn't make the raid any easier, really. You don't feel, even though you're at the max light, you don't feel any different to when you're 395 or 394. You don't feel much different. I want to see like exclusive loot that you can only get at 400, or maybe subclasses that you can only use when you're the max light or max level. maybe they won't even have light level in Destiny 2 because Traveler being destroyed or kept or whatever. Going on from light, a lot of people have said they don't want to see the classes or the subclasses. I want to see the classes, so Hunter, Titan, Warlock, because I think they're all quite fleshed out, well done. Like the Titan being the rough, manly subclass, the manly class that like goes in there, guns blazing, punches everything. And then you got the Warlock, which is like the smarter one, who has cool levitation, magic, stuff like that. And then you got the Hunter, who's like kind of the sneaky one. Oh yeah, coming on from that, I just want to see stealth missions in Destiny 2. I think that'd be cool. But because there is one, which is like when you go steal Crota's soul or whatever. But that's crap. It's a crap mission. It's like one stealth mission. But anyway, those classes are really fleshed out. I want to see them in Destiny 2. However, I don't want to see them subclasses. I want to see the subclasses. They're stupid. I have not enjoyed any of the subclasses apart from Sunsinger and Sunbreaker. Everything else, I just think they're kind of cool ideas, but they're not like amazing, if you know what I mean. I don't like the the old subclasses. So I want to see the classes, but not the subclasses. Also, what would be cool would maybe like, because the Cabal, from what I've seen from the trailer, they've got like some shield around the Traveler like they have on the Phalanx shields. From what I've seen, maybe they're blocking off the light. And also, quite a while back, you might remember the leaked photos of like new subclasses for Destiny 2, and like the very first photos for Destiny 2 with like the city ablaze, and then it had like the Titan with the Captain America shield, and then the Hunter with the spear, and the Warlock with like the swords, like stuff like something like that. Also, I want Glimmer to have more of a meaning, because at the moment Glimmer doesn't really do much. It's like, hey, you can buy new shit with this, looks kind of cool, but it doesn't do anything. Yay, I guess. Glimmer doesn't do much apart from buy you weapon parts and stuff like that. I wanna have like the gunsmith. He sells. Actually, he already does that, doesn't he? Okay, maybe Glimmer does have more of a meaning, but you know, different people like the. I'm making a lot of comparisons to Skyrim because I've been playing that a lot recently, and I think Destiny 2 could take a couple leaves out of Skyrim's book, but is that the saying? Yeah, that's the saying. But anyway, I want to see stuff like that. I want to see like, I don't know, different gunsmiths who are all selling weapons, like cool weapons, not like some stupid legendary Hake thing that you're never going to use ever. I want to see cool weapons. Not just launch like stats, but just visually. Because a lot of the weapons are just reskins, like the Grasped Malak and the Oversoul Edict, literal copies of each other. I think the only difference is like Grasped Malak's a little bit lighter in color, and then yeah, they're just copies of each other. I want to see that. I want to see real like designs on weapons. You know what I mean? Okay, I think that kind of wraps it up for this wishlist video. I'll probably make another one because I have a lot of ideas for Destiny 2. I'll probably make another one, but for this video, I think we're all but done. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Top Pack Lords. See you on the battlefield, Guardians.